I'm Bobby Goodson, and this is Goodson's All-Terrain Logging.
These logs in the hot sun, gotta clear them all out till there ain't none. Work that tiger cat to death till the job's done and we do it all again. Through the sand beds and the muddy waters, pushes old Ken work just a little bit harder. Got my 990 pulling to make an honest dollar. It's Goodson's all-terrain. Goodson's all-terrain. Goodson's all-terrain.
Well, it's another hot day on the Cape Fear, and Bobby and the crew are preparing to move over to the 7 Mile Road. But this week the weather's been holding out. It's a little warm, but we still got those Carolina blue skies. Abraham has already begun staging the equipment at the entrance of the 7 Mile Road. Now really the 7 Mile Road should be called the 10 Mile Road, because in actuality it is 10 miles. It's also right across the river from Regalwood Paper Mill. Bobby and the crew were forced to move to higher ground because of the rain. Even with the smallest downpour, the 7 Mile Road floods and gets extremely slick. Although this particular track isn't ideal, it does keep Bobby and the crew working. As the crew finishes up on this track, Bobby has sent Demetrio over to the 7 Mile Road to meet with David of Corbett Lumber.
Well, guys, David come out today. He's our forester with Corbett. He came out and he took Demetrio and was going to go ahead and carry him down the 7 Mile Road. Because we got to be careful. I mean, the Cape Fear River is a major thoroughfare, and we don't want to get too close to it and cause issues like that. So he's going to take Demetrio down the road there and kind of show him the do's and don'ts.
Land for sure.
Yeah, that tree's gonna grow fast over there.
They wherever there was pine before, they planted it back to pine. We got permission to open up both sides of the road. Being careful on the.
We've actually got these big spoil piles. And it always works this way. It's I guess back when they logged it before, the Corps of Engineers actually dredged out the Cape Fear. Cape Fear has some oxbows, which is
tractor whip.
an oxbow. I mean, it's a bad curve. And they used to use the Cape Fear to bring goods up and down. Well, they straightened those oxbows out. They just cut right across and made the river straight. Well, to do that, they had to blow all the sand up on the bank. And all up and down that 7 Mile Road, the Corps actually brought a big bulldozer in here. I guess it was back in the 20s or 30s. I'm not sure when they done it. It was a long time ago. And they pushed the clay back, and then they pumped all the sand in it, and they got these big sand piles out there.
The dredge material, they're deepening the river for boat traffic. And they would pump the dredge, the sand and dirt and all, into these containment ponds that they built, and the water would evaporate or seep out, but all that spoil from the dredging would remain in there in a pile.
And David, I don't think David's going to let us cut that in. That's always the produce wood. There's some pine trees and sweet gums in there, about 100 foot tall, just as straight as an arrow.
I've got flagging hanging right.
If you drive, like you got some sense down the road. It's just a bumpy, long road. And it started pouring down rain before they got back out.
There's an old saying among loggers around here: the 7 Mile Road is definitely cursed.
We got flooded out, so David found this little corner of a track that we're working on, which thank God we got it. But it's pouring down rain, and Georgetown called and they're fixing to shut us off, and all we're trying to do is make the week. So, because once we get done today, we're off for the next week. I just was hoping that we could have a good last day, before we shut down for the whole week. Not end on a bad note, but hopefully the guys will get in here and get loaded, and hopefully Georgetown will unload them. But we'll see. And 'cause I'm ready for the vacation. I need it.
Good morning. This is Wayne Sowers. What's going on right now? We got a tract to cut over there on over there on I guess it was Hayden Bluff Road. But anyway, the water flooded us out. It's been raining about every day, so we couldn't get in there. So we moved to another tract. So after we get over here, still a lot of rain, but a little bit better road we can get in and out. And after that goes on, the mill is cutting back on hardwood. So 11 of how many loads we carry down there a week. What we're doing now, kind of alternate between carrying Georgetown, and the other loads. But right now it's raining. It looks like it's going to be a rough day today, but we're going to make it. So we're going to carry some footwood right now to Georgetown until we get back tomorrow and haul some loads. Then we don't know what next week's going to bring because of the weather, so we play it day by day and see what happens.
I think since last time we filmed, we was down there in Fayetteville, but we moved back to the track on Head and Bluff. Well, I mean on Buffalo Road, but it was too wet to work, so we moved down here on Head and Bluff, and we were working, but Georgetown's kind of been hit and miss. But I'm getting ready to head down there now. They're closing at 4, so I ain't got a whole lot of time to play, but we'll catch you on the next one.
After the new deck is set up, Justin calls Demetrio. Evidently, Daniel got the lowboy stuck.
What happened? Rain, stuck. In a place I shouldn't be. It is what it is. Logging.
Now, when Demetrio told me he was going to pull that tractor and that lowboy out with that Ford Power Stroke, I couldn't help but to laugh. Seems like the laugh was on me.
Guys, what you see right here, if you own a Chevrolet or a Dodge, you won't ever see this. This is what a Ford's for. You know, y'all know that if you want a truck that rides good, you go buy a Chevrolet. If you want a good work truck or a truck that can do stuff like this, you go buy a Ford. If you don't want either, you buy a Dodge. But this is what a Ford can do right here, guys.
It sure is.
Now, I want y'all to look at that bridge. Don't look like there's much backbone there, does it?
Goes back to what I told you a while ago.
What that?
What are you trying to play before?
Oh yeah. Well, I come down here to the 7 Mile Road to supposed to be moving a tractor to the shop to get worked on. And I come here to just concrete bridge that we own, and not knowing that it rained down here last night pretty good, I guess I just second guessed myself and got stuck right there. So. Other than that, Demetrio come back here and pulled me out with his pickup truck. Just saving grace. Now I gotta get it turned around and we can't get that tractor loaded up.
We're trying to get a couple of tractors to the shop. We're gonna be off next week, and I wanted to get these tractors fixed while we was off. We're gonna carry the clam bunk to South Carolina. The differential's not, the forward drive's not working properly on it, and it's got a front main seal leaking in it. A couple cylinders need to be packed on it. But if you never get that one in and out, get it to South Carolina, we got to carry the E tractor. We're going to carry it to CTW in Williamston, and which is 400 miles apart.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to leave both tractors up at the same shop in case, you know, something happened. Hopefully split them up like that, we can get them both back before the week's out. But the E tractor, we got some boom cylinders are packed, steering cylinders and bushings to put in it. Going to replace the windows in it, and we got something going on with the full reverse. I think it's an electrical issue because it only does it mainly in the mornings when you crank it up, and you put in gear order. It's not going to have gears. You flip the switch to go forward, it goes forward. You flip it to go backwards, and it won't go. And you can rev it wide open, and all of a sudden it'll take off. And usually after you get it to move that one time, it'll go ahead and work the rest of the day. But there's something not right there, so they're gonna check that out, see if they can figure out what that is. Hopefully they can get that stuff fixed to get us caught up on some of this maintenance. Maybe we can keep at it for, you know, keep it up after that. But the curse of the 7 Mile Road. But hopefully the sun stripping will eliminate a lot of our issues here, because when it rains, the sun can't get to it for the most part, and it just takes forever to dry.
Superstitious.
What's going on out there? Just another day out here in paradise. It was kind of hard coming back to work after this long vacation. I actually was off 12 days this time around. You know, we get off a week every year for the 4th of July. It got us on a move to another track down here. If we keep the rain off us, we might be all right. Might do all right down here, because I think Georgetown, they got a big order in. I think they calling for wood now, so we probably can finally get going back going wide open. As far as the vacation go, it was long, but it wasn't long enough. And my vacation really wasn't a vacation, because I think I did more work on vacation than I do at work, with cutting grass and pressure washing the house and in the dry. I don't believe I pressure washed my driveway. I don't believe it been pressure washing over 10 years. It looked like I put a brand new driveway out there. But other than that, I'm just excited about being able to get back, you know, full steam down to Georgetown. And I believe we got a backhaul we might be able to pick up while we're down there. You know, pick up about 7 miles from the mill, coming all the way back to Turnbull, but we're gonna see how that works out. But until next time, don't forget, like and share.
After the holiday week, the boys are in full force on the 7 Mile Road. With equipment malfunctions, beavers, and rain, these swamp loggers always seem to come out ahead. Looks like they're smooth sailing to the next episode.
I had the question put to me, how, you know, we got 4 poisonous snakes in eastern North Carolina. One I've never seen. I think they call it a coil snake, and it's a little snake that's got these black and yellow and red stripes on it. They say, I've never seen one. But other than that, we got the rattlesnake, the cottonmouth, and the water moccasin. And this place out here, now actually we've seen them all out here. Well, not the coral snake, but we've seen the other three out here. Sand hills and these pine on the sand hills is where the rattlesnakes hang out. And you get down in the wet area, that's where the water moccasins are. And actually I've been on the backhoe this morning, and we've been hauling some sand on the turnouts and fixing the spots that we know are going to give trouble on the 7 mile road. We've been hauling sand on it. And as I was tracking down the side of the road, I actually run out of water moccasin. I believe it was a water moccasin. But I didn't kill him, I just let him go. I mean, he was going the other way. If he was trying to attack me, I might have retaliated. But the older I get, live and let live. So I let him go, but we don't see them that often, to be honest with you. The vibration of the tractors moving around, usually they'll leave. Now, if you get out and walk through the woods, you'll see them. We have cut in some places. This was unusual. I've only been in 2 places like this. And one of them was when I first started logging. I had an old cable tractor and I rode back in the back of the block and trying to find a line. And I actually stopped. I had to take a leak. And I was standing on the tire using the bathroom. And I looked down and there was a snake, a water moccasin, right down beside me. I was standing on the tire, he was on the ground. And I started looking, and I actually could count 5 snakes around that tractor. And I mean, it was the Goshen Swamp. I had never seen so many water moccasins in all my life. And later on, which I decided then, when I cut to the line, I'll know where it's at. I ain't walking. So I went back out. But later on that week, I was actually cutting with a track machine. We had a 693 back then. And I had some boys on the ground, was actually lemon, and I had crossed this little slough and the tops were slapping in the edge of the water. And I kept seeing something, the water moving, but I just thought it was like little limbs and stuff coming off the trees when I was throwing them down. And I noticed all my men had left their saws and they were gone. So I'm saying, what in the world, you know? So I go out there to find out what's going on. What I thought was little limbs hitting the water was actually water moccasins coming out of that little slough towards my limbers. There was 8 or 10 of them, and they threw the saws down and left. So yeah, that was a bad track to cut there. It took some persuading to get the boys back out there, but we did get it, and it's behind us. But I hope I never find another one like that. We had a question about apprentice loader, and actually, when I was growing up, my dad, all he ran was barco loaders. And when I started logging, everybody around us, other than my dad, was running apprentice loaders. And of course, if everybody's running them, if something happens to it, somebody's gonna know what the issue is because there's so many of them running. So I went ahead and got apprentice like the rest of the guys were. Well, around me was doing, my other uncles and other loggers. Most people was running apprentice loaders here. 410 is what I had. Bought the loader brand new in 1990, and believe it or not, I sold it to my brother about 4 or 5 years ago, and he is still running it. Matter of fact, the boy that was running it, one of my cousins was running it, and he actually loaded 68 loads of wood with it. And this is from a 90. How old is that? 30 years old? Is that right? I don't know. From 1990 to 2020, and he loaded 60-something loads with it the other week. So yeah, apprentice loaders are tough loaders. Now, the old ones don't have all the gadgets like the new ones has got. But matter of fact, this is a lever loader. But it's dependable. If it breaks, you know how to fix it. If you pull the lever back and the boom don't go up, well, your bolt fell out, your little link is down there. You ain't got nothing, you know, it's simple to work on, and that's what makes them so durable, and you still see them around here. But yeah, I like apprentice loaders, and they're good, just for the fact that they've been bought out. I don't even know who owns them now. But we started buying Tiger Cat, and Tiger Cat makes a good loader, and we've had really good luck with those. And matter of fact, Antonio's loader, he's wanting a new one now, but his loader's an 04 model, and he's got close to 40,000 hours on it. And he'll load a truck every time the newer loader will. So apprentice loaders are good, and Tiger Cat loaders are good. I mean, if you take care of the piece of equipment, it'll last you. If you don't take care of it, the best tractor ain't no good. So, but yeah, I do like apprentice loaders. I had a question. A guy is a logger. Said that every time he turns around, there's a new regulation, there's new taxes, there's always something we're being bombarded with as loggers. And he asked me, what did I think the future of logging is? Which is a good question. I've been logging now for 35 years, and to be honest with you, it's never seemed good. It's always been a struggle. I mean, I struggle today, 35 years into it, just as hard as I did when I started. I wish that we could get the justice that we deserve. I mean, I've said it till I'm blue in the face to these mill guys. None of these paper mills, none of these saw mills, none of these guys can work without us. You know, obviously we are the bottom of the totem pole. You know, we get that. But the bottom is what holds the top up. You got power in numbers. The ACL is the American Logging Council. If you will join whatever your state logging association is, join that, and they're locked in with the ACL. We got to have a voice. We're fighting right now in North Carolina to try to get the mandate for us to be able to haul 90,000 pounds on interstates. I mean, right now we got trucks going down the road, and they got to take every back road and little city dwelling, everything, because we can't get on the interstate with the heavier load, which makes absolutely no sense. What's his name? Eisenhower made the interstate to move heavy military equipment down it. It's the best roads we have. That's what it's made for. So we should be able to haul our weight there. We're trying to get it passed now, but the only way you do that is by join your association. Everybody says, I ain't got time, I ain't got the money. Well, this day and time, you can't afford not to do it. Because if we don't get together as one, we're not going to be doing it. Just like I said, I mean, whenever there's a cut, it always comes out of our pay. It's never the landowner. It's never the mill. You know, I can go on for a long time about this issue, but the bottom line is, join your association in your state, wherever you're at, and chances are your state association is affiliated with the American Logging Council, and we got Danny Drucker's headed that, and they go to Washington D.C. They will argue for us, and the more we can get together, the more power we're going to have. Why do you think farmers get paid for not planting the field? You know, we are classified as farmers, but yet farmers make more money when they don't plant the field than when they go out there and harvest the field. I mean, they've got clout, they've got these packs, they know what's going on, and we got to act like them. So to answer my question, join your association. We got to get together in numbers, because numbers is what people look at. Well, guys, this wraps it up. Thank y'all for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. What do they smash it? Yeah, whatever you gotta do, hit it, smash it, whatever. We need your help. Keep sending your questions. And to the fella about the logging industry, we got to get together. We got to have one voice and pass it around. We got to get everybody together on the same page. Thank y'all.